When I was growing up, my family moved into the property that they were in and I was a week old. So I virtually grew up in the one place in a sort of a hobby farm about 15 k's from the centre of Brisbane. It had custard apple trees and avocado trees. We used to ride our bikes in the property. We never really had to go outside. People used to come over and play footy and cricket, and it was a community in its own. My father had a timber machining business not far away, and every weekend after sport we used to go and work down there. Well, sort of work, we made things, we destroyed some things, but we generally, just sort of tinkered with timber and made whatever we wanted to make, skateboards. And I think my love of design certainly would have been initiated there. We always wanting to make something different and make something that our father would say, that looks really good, because it was sort of the test of whether it was good or not was whether you got parental approval. The practice that I started back in '91 is called Mode Design. The practice has grown from 2 people to about 125 currently, across 9 offices in Australia and New Zealand, and our first office in Saigon in Vietnam. We deliver projects that range from 100 million to 600 million on a regular basis. We've usually got 2 or 3 of those running through the practice. We work in the health sector, we work in the educational sector, primary, secondary and tertiary. We deliver multi-res, high and low-rise and affordable housing projects. We have a very large sector that delivers in the correctional and justice sector that represents probably 30% of our business now, which is mostly in prisons and detention centres. The other side of the practice that's really interesting is the urban design and master planning. We also have a landscape arm and a very significant interiors business. Starting out, my advice for anyone beginning a project or a business would be to firstly decide what they're really good at. If you're going to be successful at something, the easiest way to do that is to be good at it. So to be good at it, you really have to love it. So identifying what you love is the easiest way of being successful. The next best way, or the next sort of area that I think is attuned to being successful, is to identify what's missing in the market. So if you're going to design new cars, you've got to find something that has got an edge, whether it be economical, whether it be the best looking car, whether it be the safest car. People I respect are the people who are self-made. Probably the best example of that I can think of is Malcolm Turnbull, who is now, I believe, delivering for Australia because he doesn't have to prove himself in the business world anymore. He doesn't have to rely on anyone else's income. He's self-made and he can demonstrate that to every entrepreneur in Australia. We've got a concept that optimises projects, that helps where there's an economic requirement, a social requirement, an environmental requirement or an educational requirement. In the best way of delivering back to society is to give them something to build on. We do a lot of affordable housing, and affordable housing is very challenging in a lot of markets. We deliver that across Queensland, New South Wales and Western Australia and Auckland. At the moment, we're very excited about the opportunities that Southeast Asia is going to deliver for that, whether it be philanthropic or whether it be just demonstrating a way of delivering that for government and for the private enterprise. The reason I love being an architect is because there's always a new challenge. You've never actually completed your education, you've never actually done your best building. Every time you go to undertake a project, there's another challenge. And I think it's that self-competitive spirit that drives you to say, I want to do better than myself, which it's sort of a bit sadistic and masochistic at the same time, but I think that's what drives you, and that's the exciting part about architecture.